it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and welcome back for the Stretch the Sketch series. And this month we are using this awesome sketch by Heather Laundry. I think that's how you say her name. I hope that's how you say your name. Okay, so this sketch is super awesome. It would be even more awesome if I actually owned a hexagon punch, but I don't. And I was not going to try to hand cut them. So I dug through my stash and I pulled out this piece of whimsical paper and cut it in kind of the basic lines that are in the sketch. And then I am using the 6x8 pad from Sunny Days. And I'm going to use this yellow and this teal or mint and white piece. Now, I am going to cut along the scallops here, and I don't make you watch me do that because that's painful. Nobody wants to watch me fussy cut. And then one of the kind of branding strips was this fun piece, and I decided to add that as well. So I know in the sketch there are two pieces that kind of act as a shelf for your picture to lie on. I am using three. I am backing my photo with a pattern paper from the collection as well, same as in the sketch. And then I added a doily for that round element that you see on top of the picture. Mine is on the bottom of the picture. So I am loving the way this layout is looking, and you're probably thinking, wait a minute, this is Stretch the Sketch. You take a 12 by 12 sketch and you make it any other size. Well, Crystal, you still have a 12 by 12 paper there. Okay. So to be honest, I was sick last week and I was on Dayquil and NyQuil while I was making this. So I'm a little slow and it takes me a little bit. Well, it takes me quite a bit of time to realize, wait a minute, I am doing a 12 by 12 layout, which defeats the purpose of this entire series. So I will figure it out, I promise. And I will show you how I change things up a little bit. So I am working on that cluster up there on the top. I am using the sticker sheet from Sunny Days that says Sun-Kissed, and that is going to be my title. It calls for a long title. I don't know that I would call that a long title, but it fits very nicely there. And then these are the flowers from Whimsical. So I kind of do it in 3 clusters, and then I just add one little floral that I cut in half to the top because I do want the floral showing on the top and the bottom. And yes, I'm gluing it down because I have yet to figure out what I am doing. I am just following the sketch as it is. So I'm contemplating using this bow down here, but it seems to just be covering up too much of the title, so that is not going to make it. So here's where I figure it out. And I take everything off. Thank goodness the only thing that I had glued down was the top. And I am going to cut it down to a 9 by 12, which is one of my other favorite sizes to use. So here I'm like, okay, so my cluster that I have created doesn't actually fit now. So now I need to do a little modification. So you are going to see me tear this layout apart. Almost completely. So I feel like I don't need to cut down this hexagon paper. I am just going to glue it down as it is, and that last teal piece is just going to hang off, and I'm going to cut it off. And so it's just going to go off the page, and I like that. So my border strips here are too long though. I decide that I need to scoot the scallop over, and I cut the yellow piece because I didn't want it to go off the page. I wanted it to feel more like a floating shelf, and I decided to add it to the other side as well. So I'm realizing that my title is not going to be good where it is, and thank goodness it comes off nicely without ruining my picture. And it's just going to get scooted over just a little bit, and it fits perfect. So now I am going back to the idea that I had of embellishing in the first place. Now, not everything is going to make it back, but it's amazing. You literally watched me shrink this sketch. Like it was done. This layout was pretty much done as a 12 by 12, which looked great. But I also love how it looks in a 9 by 12. So definitely feel free to try different sizes, because it's fun. It adds interest to your albums. Not everyone is 12 by 12. I do want to find some page protectors that are 6 by 12 because I think that's really fun insert too, fun little size. And I want to add that size to my albums as well. So I do add a few sequins, and these are from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and they are called Dose of Reality, and they are super fun. They are so pretty. So they have some holographic, some blues, some purples. They're just beautiful. And one of my favorite ways to put them on is to basically have them sprinkling all the way down the page. And this particular one has these cute little hearts. You can see one right there. They are just beautiful. So that is my layout. Make sure you check out everybody's take on this sketch. I have links down below. And remember to wear your crown. We'll see you next time. Bye.